And hello my beautiful people, welcome back to another Femme Luxe review. Boop, boop. So I'm actually doing a casual set this time round purely because there weren't many dresses that actually caught my eye this time, and considering the weather's quite nice and everyone's sort of in parks and on beaches and everything, which is all I'm seeing, I thought it'd be really cool to actually do like just some casual pieces for a change. And plus I miss it. So the first one I've got is this oversized Fearless Femme. I was literally trying to read it backwards and I'm like, this is not working. But yeah, literally, so it says Fearless Femme on the front. I've actually just tied mine and tucked it in at the side just to give it a little bit more rather than letting it hang loose. I don't know, just to change it up a little bit, I suppose, because it can just get same old, because otherwise, like, it sits like a dress, which I would happily wear, but yeah, I wanted to change it up a little bit this time. So as you can tell, obviously it's I'm sure this is size like small to medium or a small, but basically it's, you know, it still fits quite nice, but like I said, you've got the oversized slight bagginess to it, which I really like. I know not many people do. And as you can tell, the sleeves on this thing are quite nice and baggy, really light and airy. And this is one that actually you can quite nicely I won't say nicely, I mean nicely, roll up to give it that real casual look. Obviously I would do a better job than this. I would actually take my time doing it rather than just this quick scrunch that I'm doing. See the difference? It looks so much cooler like this, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's a pain. Anyway, we actually have like a round neck. This actually might be also called a crew neck. I always say round neck because it's so much easier and people know what I'm talking about. But yeah, otherwise it's pretty simple, really nice fit actually, really light. It's slightly see-through, but it's not a huge deal because it's not like, oh, if I'm wearing like a black bar or something underneath, it will completely show through. So in that sense, it is pretty decent. And yeah, I would say like, I would totally recommend it. I've got something on my t-shirt. Got a little bit of dust on my t-shirt, but yeah. Otherwise, not a bad t-shirt at all. Like I said, I really like it. I like the fit, I like the style of it. It's obviously one that you can definitely play around with, like obviously I'm doing so. It's now slouching really badly, so oh, never mind. But yep, otherwise, yep, I quite like this, and I would probably give this a 8 out of 10. I'll give it an 8 out of 10, just purely because I like it a lot. So this is my next piece, and I'm not gonna lie, I have mixed feelings about this one. So it looked really great on the model. I'm like, yes, let's definitely give it a go. I'm sure it's gonna be really awesome. And when it came, I was really baffled as to how this all works. So basically, it came as an open top. So as much as I love to show you, I can't because obviously then I'm exposing too much. But basically, the ties all linked to this. It all comes as one open piece, and what you do is you actually cross it over yourself and then tie it. Obviously this wasn't long enough to actually tie at the front because it would just be like a tiny little bobble sitting there, so it was a bit like, what's the point? But yeah, I'm not too much of a fan, if I'm honest. This is not one you should really wear a bra or any type of lingerie with. It took me a while just to try and set it right, so it actually covers everything rather than exposing little bits and bobs. This is more sort of just probably using like modesty pads or something, or modesty covers even, or like the stick-on bras that you get probably, but like a thinner version, so you can actually wear this top like well, I'll say. But otherwise, like, yes, it looks okay. I think it's cute. Obviously paired it with jeans purely because I feel like it's too much with a skirt unless it was a longer skirt. So I decided to do like high-waisted jeans this time instead. And one thing I do like about it is actually the neckline, the way it is. I'm trying not to bend over too much because you end up seeing like my bra and stuff, and that's not cool. But yeah, like, so I love the sleeves on it. Really cute puffy sleeves. Material's okay, it's not too bad, it's not itchy as far as I can tell. Probably the most itchiness would be here, just because the way they've like finished it off is not that great. But yeah, so the sleeves end up here, which is just a couple of inches away from the wrist. But the great thing about this is you can probably, like, okay, maybe not that much higher, but probably sit them as like 3/4, so they look like that, unless you really fancy having them sit a little bit lower, but not where they're really supposed to be. Whatever, anyway. Yep, so obviously mentioned the neckline. These sit really like towards the end of the shoulders rather than sitting about here, which I quite like. Obviously you've got the crisscross effect going, and then you can obviously play around with this. Like, I tuck that a little bit in because it just kept flapping around a little bit and it was really, really annoying. So yeah, so I obviously did that. And then yeah, you've obviously got your tie back as well, and just obviously a plain square neck back too. But yeah, all in all, it's not bad. I feel like it's a bit too much hassle. This is really itching me now, and it's horrible. It's not nice. All I want to keep doing is just bitching. But yeah, otherwise it's not bad. It's okay. Could be so much better, but never mind. We're working with a pretty basic top here. I'd probably give this like a 5 out of 10. Do like the way it looks, but yeah, I'm not too much of a huge fan, if I'm honest. I'm not gonna lie, I'm totally digging this piece. Oh my gosh, it is so awesome. So let me just show you guys close up, because I just love it too much. The only downside, can I just talk about the downside first? The only downside is the sleeves are too short. Like, the cuffing stops about here, which should be about here. So technically it should look like this. However, it's not allowing me to for some reason, which I'm super annoyed about, because that would have made this whole thing like a 10 out of 10. But now it's not going to be, because that has like scuppered it for me. So we're working with like a corset type of top. And I say that because obviously it's got tons of like piping in there, like in here and obviously here. This bit I literally tried to iron down, but it's not staying for some reason. I don't know why. Otherwise it would look like so. But I love the way it looks. It looks totally like, you know, back in the day, like with those action films, like it's sort of Victorian, piratey, gypsy type of style. I love it. Put it this way, I love it. So as you can see, we've got this sort of cold shoulder bit here. Cold shoulder is basically when they do this, you've got the strap, but then also you've got this part where the shoulder and some of the top arm is exposed on both sides, which is really cool. We've also got this thin kind of meshy material, obviously on the arms, which I really like. And this is basically a pullover top, but the great thing about it is you've actually got some hook and eye fastening just here. I think there's about 5 or 6, which allow you to get in and obviously just bring it all together. I absolutely love it. And the back is just plain, just like a normal simple plain top. But I've got to say, I'm loving this look like big time. Oh my gosh, it's such an awesome top. It fits really well too. It's not too thin and it's not too thick. And I say that just because obviously I know that can make such a huge difference. I hate thin tops, and too thick, it's a bit like, oh my god, I'm like starting to perspire in the thing, and nobody wants that. But yeah, otherwise I really like it. I love the style. If they've got this in different colours, I'm definitely getting it in different colours. But yeah, like I said, the only downfall is the arm. I just wish that it sat like so, literally like this, rather than like this, all the way high up. It's just super frustrating. But otherwise, this is like a 9 out of 10. Happily a 9 out of 10. So I'm not gonna lie, I am wondering why I got this piece to try. One, it's so hot at the moment, and I don't know why I'm in this thing. I'm actually baking right now. 2, it's huge. This thing is huge. Like, this goes way past my knees. It's got a bit of a split, but it goes way past my knees, and it's like something you would wear to bed, but thicker. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to transform this piece, this kind of baggy-ish piece that does nothing for me, into something that looks a little better. Now I'm using a brown belt just to make it a little bit more casual, but you can obviously use black, or any other colour that you prefer, but I just like to do browns and tans and stuff because it looks so much better. Oh my god, I'm now breaking my belt. Oh, I really like this belt as well. Okay, so it looks marginally better, a little bit more shaped in. Yeah, okay, it looks a little bit better. I can work with this rather than that sack. Oh, excuse that alarm going off. So let me just come up closer and show you. So this is basically how long this thing is. Like, it covers my whole face completely. And I don't know why I would ever wear it like that. So I like to just fold it in. So you have this kind of chunky collar. Some people actually double fold it. Just so it's not fully covering their neck, but I prefer it like so. It's a bit snug. A bit too snug right now, but it's snug. The arms on this thing, they're okay. They're really, really baggy. I wish a little bit more fitted and just a little bit more longer, and it would actually work quite well, like so. But never mind. So yeah, I mentioned obviously this has a split in it, which it's okay. I mean, it's on both sides. It's okay. It just gives you that movement to it, rather than in some of these jumpers, like you actually end up getting like a bit of a shape where your butt was at and everything, and it like really stretches out, and it's super annoying. Put it this way, I don't like it. I can be on and on, just going on and on about it, but I don't like it. So I won't go into it now. My only downside about this dress, okay, I don't know if you guys will see it properly, but around about here, and I think I spotted a few pieces at the back. They're white. They're actually, it's like it's losing colour. So you've got these creamy parts, but actually you've got, oh no, actually it's a whole big section here that is all white. I don't know why that is. I'll fetch your leg now. I don't know why that is, but it's super frustrating. And it just kind of goes to show how cheaply this has been done. If I'm honest, I'm not a huge fan, but you know, I'm trying to make do with what I got. But yeah, I wouldn't rate this thing any higher than a 2, really. If I'm pushing it, it's a 2.5, but it's not going any higher than that. So I'm just going to round it up. No, I'm just going to round it to 2. But yeah, I'm not overly impressed, if I'm honest. This could be so much better. But obviously they didn't want it to be. They were like, forget it. We'll just give people a sack and they can work with it. It would be cool if it actually came with its own belt. Do you know what I mean? Like, so you can just imagine it's sort of cinched here and it looks a little bit better. I look like an angel. Like from far, like I look like an angel. Like this sack. But anyway, yeah, it could be so much better, but it's not, unfortunately. So yeah, so this is all it's getting from me is a 2.